Help support Chris and Zach Attack by liking and sharing all of our content, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all of your latest gaming news and updates. Hello friends, it's Chris.
It's Zach.
And welcome to another episode of Chris and Zach Attack. Hope you guys like the new format. We're messing around with it.
I hate it.
You haven't even seen it.
Don't judge me. I can have my own opinions, okay? Whatever.
Okay, fine.
Fake news, bro. Fake news.
Do you want the mustache on or off?
Off, please.
Too bad. Welcome to episode 5 of the news. We are... Oh yeah, this is Chris and Zach Attack the news, not Chris and Zach Attack. This is Chris and Zach Attack the news. We fucked up.
The news, right here. I'm attacking it.
We know exactly what we're doing, people. So here we are. It is March 15th, 2000 and...
No, try again.
16th.
Yep.
That's right,
March
it's payday.
6th. Woo!
March 16th, 2017.
Yes.
And by the time you guys are probably going to see this, it'll probably be Friday or Saturday, one of the two. But we are here today, and we're going to talk about what's been happening since Sunday. So first thing on our list is Horizon. Yeah, beautiful PS4 IP that only Zach owns so far. I don't own it yet, but...
Exclusive PlayStation, Aloy, the heroine, the most popular character right now. Oh, I don't know. I think she and Link are, like, tied for, like, really popular people right now.
You think?
Yeah, it's like Aloy and Link are like, we're open world heroes, and we have cool games.
Yeah, they're really competing against each other, basically. But I think, like... Possibly Aloy is winning out here because I think more people have access to a PS4 than a Switch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, right, we have the number. It's 2.6 million. Just because there's a lot of PS4s in the wild. There's not a lot of Switches yet.
2.6 million units of Horizon sold.
Yes. So, I mean, that's big. That's really big for an exclusive.
And how
that's
long
only
now? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, because it's an exclusive, so you're not going to get it on PC, you're not going to get it on Xbox. It's only one console. That's huge for only one console. I think that's PlayStation 4's biggest IP so far.
So far.
What are you looking at?
I thought I saw something, but I didn't.
There's a ghost.
Pretty much.
Oh, and then the developer, Guerrilla Games, they're talking about an expansion pack that'll continue the story coming along sometime. So
that's good.
They've said that they want to continue the story with Aloy. They want to do more in this world that they created. So they're like, we love this game. We love that everyone else loves this game. We want to do more with this game. So, I mean, if you're a fan of Horizon, it's just a great time to be a fan, I guess, because they're doing more in the game.
Good. I love it. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
It's definitely a game I got to pick up pretty soon. Maybe I'll pick it up this weekend if Mass Effect Truth turns to be a bust, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of all we got on the Horizon. Awesome job. 2.6 million units sold. Fantastic. This is definitely going to be would you say a Game of the Year contender?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely up there. I think right now we got Zelda and Horizon are pretty much like they're pretty close for Game of the Year right now.
Yeah.
And then when Persona 5 comes out in a couple weeks, that's going to take them both. It's going to be on top. The cream rise to the top. Right there, Persona 5.
Rise. I gotta get a cream thing. Like I gotta get my own little cream thing. Just like start chucking around the cream.
Persona 5's it's going to the top.
All right.
Perfect scores.
Next, we got Outlast 2. So what's Outlast 2 about, Zach? Do you know?
Outlast was a horror video game that was released a couple of years ago. It's like a survival horror. You're in like this asylum. You got to survive, take pictures, run away from the bad guys. It's type of those. But it's pretty violent. So the violence has caused it to be banned in Australia, which isn't that surprising. Australia has a history of banning and censoring games very heavily.
Yeah.
It's a big market down there, so it's kind of sad to hear that a game isn't just straight up not coming out there.
Yeah.
So because that's a lot of people game in Australia. So
yeah.
Being a gamer in Australia is tough because there's a lot of censorship. The government controls a lot of what people see. So.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, it was banned in Australia, Outlast 2, because I guess it's getting pretty graphic, but I guess that'd be good news for us because we get might be getting a good game coming along, but bad news for Australia fans.
I think I have the first one on my Xbox. I have not played it because I'm too scared.
Too scared? Maybe we'll play it on stream together. How about that?
Ooh, some late night hug stream.
When I get my fabled new computer.
Ooh.
It's coming. I promise.
Someday.
Yeah, but it's always bad news when a game gets banned from a country.
Yeah. I mean, censorship is straight up not good. I mean, you shouldn't be censoring stuff. I mean, I don't understand why. Like, people are just going to get this game by illegal means now, so they're going to download it illegally. They're going to get it through shady means when you can just release it. Now people are just going to do it illegally. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but we're not part of the government yet.
I am not Australian. I can't even do a good Australian accent. I don't even want to do it. It's bad.
Yeah, I don't want to try either. I was thinking about trying it, but
nope, can't do it.
So the last little bit of news, second to last thing we're going to talk about today, because we're going to mainly talk about Mass Effect because I said so. Sonic the Hedgehog, a lovable blue little hedgehog named Sonic. He's got 2 games coming out this week. Or not this week, this year.
This year, yes. Yeah, one's coming out holiday, so later this year, and the other one's coming out summertime. So,
So what's the first one about?
The one that comes out the soonest summer is the Sonic Mania. That's a throwback to the 2D Sonic platformers where you're basically playing like the Genesis version, the Sega Genesis version of Sonic.
Just more
the developer
or more pixelized.
Yeah, it's going to look crisp. You're going to see some graphics in there that obviously would not be possible on the Genesis.
Yeah.
The company that's making it is some indie developer. They're saying like, well, we want to create it as if Sega never stopped making 2D Sonic games. If they just made it up until like the most recent consoles, like Sega never stopped, so they just wanted to be like another Sega Sonic game. They wanted to feel and play like a classic Sonic game. So if you're a big Sonic fan, if you love those 2D games, that's a lot to look forward to because it looks like they're really sending up to the old Sonic games, and it looks like a faithful representation, and it looks a lot like a lot of fun. I watched a video of it. It looks pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
And
Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is what it's called. Sorry,
Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania.
What's the second one called?
The new one is called Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces? Or
Sonic Forces. About? Get excited. I don't even know what it's about. They only have like this little teaser. It's like a little teaser that they showed last year. There's 2 Sonics. There's like the new version of Sonic, and then there's an old school looking Sonic.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's a team up, maybe a co-op game. You're fighting like these giant robots, and it looks like the world is like destroyed. I don't know. It looks really weird.
Is it a 3D one?
Yes. Okay. The 3D Sonic games are just so weird. I don't know. They just do the weirdest stuff in those games. So Sonic Forces is the 3D game. 2 Sonics coming out holiday 2017.
And I'm gonna take a guess. Is this actually made by Sega?
This one, yeah, it's made.
Okay,
by Sega.
So the first one isn't actually made by Sega.
It's an indie company that's doing it with Sega.
Oh,
this one is
Sega. Okay.
Yeah, Sonic Forces is actually Team Sonic new game.
Okay.
So it's actually Sega Team Sonic.
So Sonic Mania. Oh, Sonic Mania. Okay, Sonic Mania
2D one
and Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces, the 3D one.
Sonic Mania is coming out first in the summer.
Coming out to all the consoles: Xbox, PC, Switch, PS4.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna play the shit out of that.
Yeah, I honestly think the Sonic Mania will be more popular than Sonic Forces.
I will bet you all the money I have in my wallet, which is none.
Yeah, me too. Wait. I think I have $2 in here. Oh yeah.
I'll bet you that $2 it'll be the
$2
out of the two.
Yeah. No, I mean, because people obviously, if they're making a new 2D Sonic game, there's an audience for it, and people are hungry for the nostalgia. They just want to play. People didn't ask for these 3D Sonic games. People weren't saying like, you know what? I wish I could get more 3D Sonic games. They were like, why did they do this? The 2D games were fine. People loved them. They played great, and then all of a sudden, like, we have to make it in 3D. We have to do it.
Yeah.
No, you didn't have to do it. They didn't have to. Sega did not have to do it. No. So obviously.
But, you know, it's at the time when they first came out, when they first came out back in the day, you know, 3D was the new thing. 3D was the new sex. You know, because Super Mario 64,
they're trying to compete with Nintendo and all.
Yeah, they're trying to compete, but they didn't quite get it. But that's fine. We're here now in 2017. If you looked at some of the footage from PAX, you can see at PAX there was a lot of people playing like 2D type side-scrolling arcade type games. So those still are popular to this day.
Yeah. It's kind of like the 2D games have just been like, okay, they had been still being made by indie developers, but like the popularity of them like keeps going and changing. Yeah. Now we're in like the mainstream is trying to like make these popular 2D side-scroller 2D style games when like they were totally not popular for a while. They're like, okay, we're gonna make them mainstream again, which I think is funny.
Look at Super Meat Boy. That thing like.
Yeah.
I mean that was a while ago. But it was like super good.
Yeah, Shovel Knight's another one. Like it's
going to be good. We're excited for Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania.
All right, now news topic of biggest thing coming out: Mass Effect Andromeda. So
Mass Effect. Yes.
As everybody who's been listening to this knows, I have been super excited for this game ever since it was announced, and I've been super excited for everything. And I'm afraid I may have fallen into the hype. Because here's what's happening. So the EA Early Access, which Zach has, I don't. With EA Early Access, you are able to play 10 hours of the game. 10 hours of the story mission. You can start your journey right now. Obviously, it's only 10 hours, so after that 10 hours is over, you got to wait till Tuesday like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Did that do anything? Okay. Good. Okay, perfect. All right. So
you're so flustered. You're throwing.
I dropped my heavy ass pen on the keyboard, and I was like, "Oh crap! What the fuck did I do?"
You're throwing things because you're so flustered with this Mass Effect news.
So I haven't actually seen any footage. I've seen a couple GIFs on Twitter. I keep interchanging that GIF and GIF, but
it's all right.
I've seen GIFs on Twitter, and the graphics. We were talking about this a while ago. The press got their hands on like an early build of the game, or so we thought it was an early build of the game. But they were able to play the game, and so they can kind of get a good look at it. And they said, oh yeah, it's fun. You know, the combat's a lot of fun, but there's some graphical, technical issues with it. There's some glitches, and we're kind of worried about that. And I remember the person from IGN who got their hands on it. They said they called a guy over, one of the BioWare guys over, and they were like, hey, it paused on the conversation thing. I don't have any wheel or dialogue to select, and it's just sitting here right here. And the guy was like, well, that's weird. It's like, isn't that a no bug or what? But so we were all thinking it was just like an early hoping it was just an early release of the game, or like an early version of it. But it turns out that might not be the case. But
I mean, looking back now, it's like maybe that's why they didn't really. A lot of their gameplay videos weren't a lot of like conversation pieces. It wasn't like close-ups on anyone's faces, like the facial animations. There's a lot of just like, okay, this is a combat gameplay, and this is like exploration gameplay. Yeah. It wasn't like a this is a conversation gameplay because some of those facial animations are. Yeah, it's rough.
So one of the GIFs that I saw on Twitter. So the early access came out and people have been playing it, and a lot of the issues that's going on are graphical issues. So one of them is, so the main character, you're running around as your main character. So she's kind of standing in this half sitting, half standing motion. So like imagine you're sitting down.
The crab walk one.
Imagine you're sitting down, your legs are bent up, and you start to stand up, but then you stop halfway, and you just start walking around like that. She was running around like that, and I think Machinima posted it, and they had this this funny music behind it. I can't remember what it was, but. Oh, it was just so funny. It was just a riot to watch. But and then there was another one. This one was a GIF. It was the last one was a video. This one was a GIF of the female character with the funky hairdo.
Oh yeah, the side cut thing.
The faded back, and then kind of nice over here thing.
Yeah.
She started walking, and it looked like she was like, when she was walking, it looked like she was holding pelvis.
She was holding a poop.
She was holding a little shit, and she was like trying to walk.
Oh God!
Right after that, it showed like a gorilla walking the same way. It just like flat back, no ass. There's a lot of funny pictures going on out there with some of these graphical issues, but at the same time, it calls for some concern because it's like
I'm willing to forgive.
You delayed this game. Come on.
Yeah, I'm willing to forgive this game if it's just like some graphical hiccups, some like wonky facial animations, but the rest of the game is good. Like if the combat feels nice, if the multiplayer feels nice, and like the actual gameplay feels like really solid, I'm willing to forgive like bad facial animations and weird glitches in the animation because I've played Mass Effect before. That is not new to this series.
Yeah.
That has happened through the entire series, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I've always encountered weird graphical glitches.
Yeah,
random...
if you remember back in like the sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's cool.
If you remember back in like I think it was maybe the second or third one, or maybe even the first one, but your character, yeah, it was the first one. When you're talking to the Thorian, or not the Thorian, but the Arachnite Queen, when she's got that person mind controlled, your shepherd goes up to the window, and the corpse doesn't know where to look. She's just kind of like, Arachnite, the Arachnite sing.
I mean, like, you could go play Mass Effect 1 right now. Go to that scene where you can dance in the club, and don't tell me that's wonky ass animation when he's dancing. It's like
the shepherd.
Yeah, this is exactly how real people dance. Like it's this entire series has had weird graphical like glitches, weird facial animation, things getting stuck that shouldn't be stuck. I mean, you play the first Mass Effect and. The animations through all the cutscenes are stiff. The game just looks so stiff. Everything is like so like weirdly animated. So I mean, it's like this is just like, well, that's Mass Effect. That's kind of how it is. It's like you look past those things and you look towards, okay, what is the story? Is it well written? Does the gameplay? Because I mean, even in Mass Effect 1, you couldn't even fall back on the gameplay because even the guns controlled like shit. So you didn't even have that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they fixed that in 2 and 3, so it's like, okay, I can deal with weird animations, some glitches here and there, but, I mean, if they're not game-breaking and if the game is still solid, I'm okay. I'll be okay.
This section. Putting some of the club music right here.
Like, that's so bad. And then, like, you had the glitches because...
It was so bad that they even poke fun of themselves for creating it like that. So.
Well, and then, like, the Havoc engine, because it uses, like, the ragdoll effects. I mean, that right there. Like, you'd kill an enemy, and then you'd, like, backflip and die.
Yeah.
Like, what is... So, I mean, just... It's been... The entire series has been like this. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. But I guess people... we're expecting more from this, I suppose. But at the same time,
5 years.
there is a confirmed day one patch. So
Yeah.
Wait till
We'll
Tuesday.
see if
it'll patch up. Hopefully, it'll patch up some of those graphical glitches. Maybe not. Who knows? Like Zach said, fall back on the gameplay, fall back on the story. It might be a really good game.
I mean, we've come further as gamers and human beings. We can look past graphics and we can look past superficial things and like, okay, what is the game? More to the game than just the graphics. Because I mean, games are more than just their graphics.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I mean, to this, we haven't talked about it yet, so I don't think we constitute for the embargo, do we?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not reviewing it. I have no review. I have no feelings whatsoever because I have not played the game.
Yeah.
I'm just commenting on what other people have
on the
posted.
internet.
Yes. Like any good opinion should be.
Amen, brother. All right, that's all we got for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the Facebook or the Twitters, Chris Zach Attack, and don't forget we got a SoundCloud too, soundcloud.com/Chris and Zach Attack. I haven't put the last podcast up because I've been having some issues with the Sony Vegas, but I think they should be resolved now, so I'll be able to get that up pretty soon. So yeah, we'll recording another podcast this Sunday, and Zach is gonna be in town next week. Yeah,
That's right.
You excited?
That's right. I'll be there about a week from
He'll be at
yesterday.
my place here in my beautiful pad.
Yeah, a week from yesterday, I'd be there. So yeah, I mean, like a couple days, I'll be there.
Yeah, and we're gonna do kind of like a little together episode. We're gonna dance around like
Commander Shepard. Put him in the background with us. We're in the club, man.
Yes,
we're in the club.
I'm down with that. All right, man. So until next time, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.